This is BS. This is BS. Why are we here? I am going to call corporate.
Who the hell gave this guy a video camera? Welcome, I guess, into another edition of BSing with Big Nate. Good luck.
I wish I never met my daughter. I could have stayed asleep instead. I should have killed her fucking father. It would have saved us from this mess. His birth name's a happy ring. He was born with snakes and spiders in his head. His birthright's a shrine to shame. And a heart that's pumping pavement through his veins. There's no need to waste more paper. Consider all these are my own. Give my best to my dear mother, but give my worst to those with hope. Never gonna sleep again. Trees are just reminders of the things I miss. Jerry's got himself again, but it's not deep enough to feel like he exists. His crooked teeth are
The New Mutiny, Suicide Eater, right here on another edition of BSing with Big Nate. And I am joined, as I frequently am, by Jeremy, Mikey, and Jason. And now we got Nick with us as well. Gentlemen, good evening.
Yo, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing better now that the track is out, the video is out. I mean, I would say it was a real labor of love for me, but I did fuck all. You guys did all the work. But I listened, and I'm here to talk about it. And I kind of want to, before going into the video and everything, talk about the track and its relation to the other ones we've heard so far. Because when Jeremy had messaged me about it and we were talking about it coming out, Jason was kind enough to point out that it's uplifting and bright and well, with a title like Suicide Eater, that's a long comment to walk back. So walk us through it.
Yeah, it's a song about fucking bunnies and rainbows and shit. No, man, it's as far as its relation to the rest of the album, it's really as far as the record really sums up like the theme of the record. As far as I'm concerned, lyrically, it's if there's one that pulls all of the rest of the songs back to the center to like one core idea, this is the one song. This is the song I've been waiting to get out there and kind of talk about. It really is like a snapshot of me like down in the pit, like at my worst, when I'm going through it. I spent a really long time down in that pit. And it's kind of reflective of that, and the shit that goes on in your head while you're down there. It's about the depression and the anxiety and kind of having to live with that. And it really is about deciding to not fucking kill yourself, and living with it, you know, and just eating that shit over and over and over again. So yeah, man, Suicide Eater, it's pretty point blank. It's on the nose. It's as on the nose as I've been, I think, lyrically.
And I think you're spot on with it. And I think a lot of times lyrically with the New Mutiny tracks, there's always something that, you know, I feel like I'm able to find and kind of resonate with and you know, draw from personal experience. I think that's what makes everything about the New Mutiny work. There's the power, there's the but I mean, is this for the rest of you guys, is this one like when, because I mean, Jason does have a history lyrically of bringing some dark stuff to the table. Is this one that would you say is heavier or?
It's definitely upbeat. You know, it's an up tempo song. I mean, like you talk about the weight of it.
Yeah.
Like lyrically, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely up there. I don't know if it is the heaviest one lyrically, the weight of the lyrics. But it's definitely up there, you know, for sure. It's a fun song to play.
I think it's kind of it's an ironic song, honestly, because we do play it very fast, and like it, you know, it has a, like Jeremy said, an upbeat feel to it. You know, driving.
It's a pretty song that's got
like you listen to the lyrics and you're like, wait, what is he? Oh, wait, and it really kind of, it makes you do a double take when you're listening, because you're like, okay, yeah, this is rocking. Wait, but that's not a happy thing that he said. But to me, it's like, you know, that's the grind that we go through. So like your grind is 24/7, it's nonstop, it's going, you know, and you have to live through that. And I put that feeling into the drums. You know, you're living these thoughts every day, you know, that doesn't stop time. You don't just get the time to stop and dwell. You just got to trudge through it, you know. And that's what, I mean, it's That's my take on it, I guess. You know what I mean?
No,
I think the juxtaposition between that the more upbeat punk rock, that's kind of the shit I come up on anyways. So it's kind of like my roots is that upbeat punk rock shit. So the juxtaposition of the dark lyrical content and the upbeat punk rock is nice for me. And then being able to, the end of the song, I pin it on hope. So it is, we joke, oh yeah, it's it's a hopeful song. But I mean, like at the
and
end
it
of the
is.
song, I do leave it with some hope because I mean that's what you fucking need to get out of that. You need fucking hope. If we don't have hope, there's fucking nothing. There's no fucking point in even writing this goddamn song if we don't have hope.
No,
So
and so I mean, Mikey kind of discusses putting all the feeling into the drums. I think it's now worth mentioning. Of course, tonight's my first time meeting Nick, and I do want to hear the genesis of Nick entering the fold and what he brings to the table other than playing the bass.
that's it. That's all he ever fucking brings to the table.
Pretty much.
And boy, does he.
No.
He's other than that, he's kind of just a piece of garbage.
I would take that easily.
No, Nick's right in there. He's
A sick
Yeah,
MFer,
it's-
just like the rest of them.
Hell
know,
model
it-
American.
it took us a long time to talk him into getting in. It was I didn't have to do much of the work. I'm pretty sure he didn't like me very much.
Mikey
before
gave me
he
a
joined the
free
band.
shirt. Mikey gave me a free shirt once, years ago.
It was just a
But-
Hanes like with a pocket.
It was an oversized one too. So he's like, "Here, take this, fatso." Pretty much.
So from that point on, it was basically Jason and,
And that
Jeremy
was when they had
selling me.
Jeff. I believe they had Jeff in the band at the time. And I enjoyed his bass playing, and I enjoyed the new music. I mean, I always liked the guys, man. I just had a lot of projects I was doing. I have a wife too, so. But
It's good that you added that clarification instead of referring to your wife as a project. That I've learned that shit doesn't go down well.
she's a priority, and just like the music. But yeah, she knows I love music, and I'm gonna do what I want to do, and she's pretty cool with that. So I'm pretty fortunate to have a old lady like mine. I don't know how she puts up with it, man. Honestly.
Now, it has been stated in interviews with the other three before that they are older dudes with mental issues. Do you also fall in that umbrella?
I mean, I think everybody has, mental situations, being it positive or negative. It's about how you balance it. Like Jason was saying, you have to eat that shit, whatever it is. I mean, whatever mental handicap or mental health situation you got. I mean, I think a lot of people try to use drugs and, pills and stuff as a means to escape, and whatever gets you by, man, I think it keeps you here because, I've had a lot of friends that have, gone off the cliff and,
What fucking pills are you taking, Nick?
I'm not taking any pills. I'm just drinking pure vodka.
I love that. Like he just completely rolled with that and like just gave like a straightforward answer.
God damn it. I love it.
It was like a
I love
callback to like 3 episodes ago.
Just fucking drink it.
But Jason really contacted me about 40 times before I joined the band.
Fucking
Butt dials.
He just
About
was
pills.
relentless, man.
Constantly.
Yeah. There's just not a whole lot of bass talent or people that want to play heavy music, maybe bass wise in this town.
No, there really aren't. And like it,
So.
it is something that when you find someone, a group of people really, I think that are as driven as these guys are, I think it's
yeah.
something that's pretty incredibly special.
It's
I
nice.
do also want to talk about the video because it is the second part in a trilogy. And I before I talk about the video, you guys aren't going to pull like a Godfather Part 3 on us, correct?
Man, I hope not.
Yeah.
The movie sucked.
Yeah.
Almost don't
Yeah,
even need
the
it.
goal is to really pull it all together with the third one. But yeah, I really like the way the second video came out. I really like the way this video came out. The third one is still, you know, it's still in the works. We got some shoes to fill because I'm really impressed with the way this video came out.
I think the narrative in such a, I mean, I think it was Mikey who was talking about like or maybe it was Jeremy talking about the irony behind kind of the song. I think the video matches it just so very well. And I love the like the narrative. Of course, it also ends on that more upbeat note of hope, but like, can a toaster like thrown in a bathtub with modern electricity actually work at all? Like, I don't think so.
I don't care. I don't care. That shit is brilliant.
No, the whole
Let's
video is
not
absolutely fantastic.
let's not muddy these waters up with facts. That shit was genius.
Yeah.
No science here.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. What
I
was
mean-
the turnaround time from start to finish on the video? Because it's essentially just one actor, one character.
Right. The turn time on it, I think they shot it in like a weekend, honestly. Our good friends at Spruce Films that did the first one and obviously this one. Yeah, they shot a lot of that. They shot the first one. I think they shot both of them in subsequently like a couple of days and then a couple more days. So, and then, you know, started getting into the editing process and stuff. So, I mean, we've been talking with them about this, I think, since we started, back in April, when we started recording. So, been, part of the kind of the rollout, for a while. So, but I don't think it was super labor intensive for them. But, we'll see what we can do with the third one. But yeah, it came out great, man. They did a great
And
job.
I do think it's really super important to point out and to shout them out super hard because I know I didn't have anything to do with any of the creative input on it. I didn't even know anything about a loose concept until I saw like the first cut of the video. And like I saw it and was just like, holy shit, that's brilliant. Like they heard the track, talked to Jeremy about it, kind of what, the song was about, where it came from. They got together on it and just knocked it out of the park. Like took my breath away when I saw it. I was like, this is so sick. Like really, it's fucked up to say like sense of humor, but I mean, if you don't have your sense of humor about shit like this, you're already dead. And that's really kind of what gets you through. And that's kind of the sense of humor that I hold on to when I'm in a dark spot. And I just appreciated that they caught on to it so much. So when I saw it, like it was so killer. So I just really, really want to drive home that they took it and ran with it and really, really did a great job.
Yeah.
It came out absolutely fantastic. And I mean, what is that? I mean, you're kind of putting trust with, I mean, what is metaphorically and sometimes quite literally your baby, your brainchild, and you're just putting that trust in someone else that they're going to get it. So like how nervous are you when you see that first cut, like going into it?
I get super nervous about it. I mean, not super nervous, but it's interesting to see someone's interpretation. And I, let it be known. I mean, I had some, already had some conversations about kind of what the overall premise was going into it. So I kind of had an idea, but when I saw it for the first time, I was like, it was really good. We needed to make a couple tweaks, but it wasn't that. I mean, I've known Don at Spruce Films for quite a long time. I mean, I went to college with him, so You know, he gets it, man. And I mean, that was one of the first things that he wanted to see was the lyrics and, you know, get an idea for it and how, you know, how we could kind of play with it. So, Jason said, but they knocked it out of the park. I mean, I was never really concerned. I never had a thought like, oh man, this is going to be absolutely horrible or anything like that. Or like, oh, what are they is he going to hit, you know, like there was, I guess maybe some of it where it was like, you know, how's the play between the weight of the lyrics and the dynamic of the song, how it's upbeat play against the images that are being shown and this kind of, you know, dark comedy kind of, you know, images. How's that all going to play out? And luckily it played out pretty well, I thought. So
yeah, with me, that's how I like to do most of this stuff. When it comes to the visual art aspect of what we do with all of my music, not just Mutiny, but with my other musical projects. When it comes to the videos and when it comes to album art, I like giving the music to the other artists and letting them come up with, you know, like I like working with other artists that I trust. So I usually don't have a lot of anxiety built up behind that. I look forward to it. There is, you know, it's more like a nervousness, like, you know, like that Christmas morning kind of like, what's it going to look like? Kind of, you know, looking forward to it more than anything. Yeah. Not everything's a banger, you know, so every once in a while you do get you know, a little disappointed sometimes because not everybody is going to hit a home run every time. You know, we can't all, you know, win every single time, but for the most part, you know, like you don't fuck with people you don't trust. Yeah.
Speaking
So-
of the visual side of it and you know, letting other people handle it, Jesse once again knocking it out of the park with the artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
Absolutely.
my girl does a pretty good job. She does a
Like
pretty
that's
good job.
you probably saw my eyes wandering there for a second, but I was pulling up the art again and it's just, I mean, she's super talented and it's all fantastic. I'm very stoked and if you happen to be watching this and haven't seen the video yet, you should watch the video and so when part 3, when's that hitting?
What is it? February. So maybe like we're looking like end of July, August, maybe like end of wrap up, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because we got another video coming out, another lyric video coming out with the next single, and then the next concept video is going to be the final track on the record.
All right. So in the meantime, what are you guys up to? Dates, anything like that coming up?
We got a couple of dates in the pipe. We got anything solid that we can like talk about right now, Jeremy?
Lineups haven't been finalized. I know we've got some stuff in March going on. We're gonna be doing a local show in March that we'll be announcing probably within the next week. And then we've got a couple of out of town shows in March. And then I think we have will be another local show maybe around April. We're just starting to, you know, we're starting to pick dates now and try to figure out everyone's schedules for the next 6 months and basically for the rest of the year, what people have going on and, you know, what's open and what's not. And then we're trying to look at availability and, you know, our market as well as different markets that we possibly haven't played. We've got a show May 20th in Charleston, South Carolina.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be good to get back down there. We haven't been down there in a while. So yeah, we got some stuff coming up that we'll be announcing as soon as we got the go ahead to get the word out. So
Right on. Well, go ahead and follow the New Mutiny on social media and they'll keep you in the loop. Go watch the video for Suicide Eater. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me and look forward to talking to you again soon.
thanks for having us, man.
thank you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers.